Ariel Helwani in Chicago, gearing up for UFC on Fox 6 alongside Ricardo the Bully Lamas, who meets Erik Koch this Saturday night at the United Center here in frigid Chicago. You are used to this. A lot of the media here is complaining. This is almost maybe to your advantage, although Erik is from Milwaukee, so he's probably used to it as well, right?
Yeah, he's right next door. He's from Iowa, and he trains in Milwaukee, so we kind of share the same weather, so I'm sure he's used to it too.
Huge fight for you, though. I mean, fighting at home on Fox. How much attention have you received in the weeks leading up to the fight?
A lot. I've been getting a lot of calls for interviews and stuff, and it's great to be finally getting the notoriety that I've been working for.
Do you feel like for a while you weren't getting that notoriety?
A little bit. Most of my fights have been on the undercard, and a lot of people don't know who I am, even though I've climbed the ranks in the featherweight division and become a top contender. So it's great to get that recognition now.
How many friends and family will be in attendance on Saturday?
A lot, man. I have my whole mom's side of the family is here in Chicago. My whole dad's side is in Miami. I actually have a couple cousins flying up from Miami, though, and my whole mom's side will be there. And my old wrestling team, they actually cut short one of their meets in Wisconsin that they have that day to make it back in time for my fight. So I'm going to have a lot of people there supporting me.
The commercials have been all over the NFL on Fox, but your fight is not on the commercial. Have you noticed that, and does that bother you?
I haven't seen the commercial, but no, it doesn't bother me. It is what it is. I'm just going to go out there and perform the best that I can, and hopefully next time they'll put me on the commercial.
Do you take pride in the fact that you will be the opening fight on Fox? You kind of have to set the pace, set the momentum, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be going, from the second the bell rings, I'm going to go out there and push the pace and try to give the fans the best fight that I can.
You're undefeated at featherweight. Why have you looked so good? What has been the change for you at 145?
I think it was just cutting down to 145 made me get more strict with my diet, with my my cardio, with everything. So I just got more serious about the training. When I was at 55, I got to cheat on my diet every weekend, and I wasn't running as much as I do now. So now I have that cardio to push through, at 100% the whole time, and I think I feel lighter, I feel faster, I just feel better at 145. I think it should have been my home, the whole time.
Both you and Erik were in WEC before coming to the UFC. Was he a guy that was on your radar back then?
I definitely knew who he was. He made a lot of noise. When he came in, he fought a guy that I fought in the WC, fought Benny Casimir, so, I was watching that fight, and he's good, I can't say anything bad about the guy. He's a good fighter. I think we're going to put on a great show.
He hasn't fought since September of last year. I mean, it's been almost 2 years, a year and a half or so since he last fought. Do you expect him to be a little rusty out there, that he'll need some time to get reacclimated inside the cage?
It's not something that I've been counting on. I've been going through my training camp preparing for the best Erik Koch. So as far as ring rust, if it happens, it happens. But if it doesn't, it's not something that I'm going to be surprised about if it's not there.
He tweeted recently that the UFC has told him that if he wins on Saturday night, he'll be the #1 contender again at 145. Have they told you that as well?
No, I haven't gotten any direct contact from the UFC about that.
Do you think you should be the #1 contender if you win on Saturday?
Yeah, this would be the second guy that I'm facing who was supposed to fight for the title. Hatsu was offered the fight. He turned it down to have one more against me, which he lost. So, if I beat two guys that were supposed to fight for the title, it's kind of like, what else do I have to do now?
Do you expect to beat him on Saturday?
Any way that I can. If I have to take him down to win the fight, I'll do that. If I could catch him standing up, I'll do that also.
Dare I say bully him?
Yes, bully.
By the way, how is such a nice guy nicknamed the Bully? I mean, where did that come from?
It doesn't come from the bully that you're thinking of. I have 2 English bull terriers, and the name comes from them.
Well, the name has somewhat of a negative connotation these days.
It does, and that's why I always tell people when they ask me where I got the nickname, it's from my dog. So they're like my mascots. I take them with me everywhere.
Will they be at the fight on Saturday?
I wish. That'd be awesome. Maybe I could get some service dog vest for them and sneak them in.
Leave the TV on for them at home so they can at least watch it, right?
Yeah. That'd be good.
Someone does that. A fighter always says, Matt Wyman always says hello to his dogs who are watching at home. You could do the same if you win on Saturday night.
That's a good idea. I might have to do that.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Can't wait for the fight. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.